Hi, I'm Bobby Likis, and here with actually my producer, Bobby Likis Car Clinic, who, wouldn't you know, his wife's car is not blowing cold air. So he heard me talking about AC Pro on Bobby Likis Car Clinic and approached me, and he's actually behind the camera as we speak. So I said, well, sure, I'll see if we can check your wife's car and maybe give it a shot. So this is a AC Pro. I just took the bands off, and this is the way it comes. It comes with a gauge, and the gauge, you're supposed to dial in the gauge, as you can see here, for whatever temperature it is in the house. So we're gonna check, and I've got a little infrared here, and it's, well, like 94 degrees in the shop. By the way, that's what most technicians, that's the climate that most technicians have to work these days. So think of them kindly when they're working on your car. So what I want to do now is I want to walk around to the inside of the car and see what the AC vent is blowing. We've got the engine running, we've got it on max AC, and we've got the blower on full blow. You can actually get a cooler temperature on low blow because you're having less air to cool. But I'm going to leave it on max so we can have a baseline. So here we got the AC Pro, and it's 92, 90 so degrees in the shop, and I'm going to see what kind of temp we've got inside the vent. Roughly the coolest air I can get so far is 61 degrees. On the outside of the dash, 65. So we're running 61 to 63 degrees before we start. Actually, it feels pretty good in here because it's 92 degrees in the shop. But we're going to try to make it better with the AC Pro. So this is the safety valve that you must unscrew, which prevents any accidental discharge. So you remove that, and then you simply just screw the top and the gauge back on all the way securely. And as I do this, it pierces the can and opens the can. So a good firm, but don't break it off. So I'm going to use 80. There's 85. I'm going to put it 85. So anywhere between 80 degrees and 90 degrees. So anywhere in a pressure, it's going to run, wow, up to 300 PSI. So we're going to see if the system is low or not, and we're going to see. And I'm going to the low side, which is the suction side. And by the way, that's pretty easy to do because it says L right on the evaporator and compressor hose of the car. Okay. So there we are, and I'm going to pierce the can now. Wow, as you can see, we're running about in the very low, so we definitely are low. So we're going to hold the trigger down for the count of 6 or 7. There's no magic in this. You can just, it says 10 minutes, you can do it in less than 10 minutes. So I'm actually injecting refrigerant as we speak, and the car will take whatever I continue to feed it. And going up, coming up some. Remember, we want to be within the V, within this operating range of this, at this temperature, of the fill level. So I've got plenty of cushion here. I'm going to follow the easy directions that are on the side of the AC Pro can. It's a great product and it's easy to do. This is it. If you call this work, sign me up. You can always add more, so I'm just going to let the can stay right here, go back inside the car, and see how it's coming along. 57, 56, 56 degrees. So already we've come from the lowest of 61 down to 56. So we're 5 degrees cooler, and 5 degrees AC, especially when you have the dehumidification of AC, will feel like heaven. Let's go back out and see what the pressure reading is now. Still on the low side, so it's better just to take it slowly, and I'm aiming to, that will be the optimum, to put it in the middle there. And this is the pressure now. The pressure will determine the temperature of the refrigerant. So I'm just sort of injecting it very slowly, only because I'm a cautious kind of a guy, and I don't want to you can overfill a unit too. So once you see the cooling that's where you should stop. What it's doing is it's actually drawing the refrigerant in as a liquid, and then it compresses it, and then it goes into the evaporator core, and it does exactly that. It evaporates, so it changes from 250 psi to 30 psi or less. And then when it does, like alcohol on your arm, it evaporates, it cools, and the core, the actual core itself, pulls warm air from the car, runs across the coils, and then the refrigerant that's cool inside that, quote, has evaporated, they call it an evaporator core, actually takes the heat out of the air. There's no such thing as cold, it's just the absence of heat. So the more heat we can pull out of the air in the cabin, the cooler, the happier your wife will be. 48, 47. 45. That's really how simple it is. You just plug and play, or actually plug and pull the trigger of the AC Pro. It's a great product, and I don't think we spent 10 minutes. We probably spent more time setting up the camera than we did charging the car.